Hi friends, this is Sai Kumar. In this course of series, we are learning about unit testing. Today, we are completely focusing on how to configure unit testing in Angular and how to run the unit testing in Angular. Configuring unit testing in Angular. In Angular, no need to install any libraries or no need to configure any unit tests separately. By default, Angular provides unit testing feature when we are creating our project itself. Angular provides karma.config file where whole configuration required for the project can be written, run and execute the test cases. In Angular, when we are creating a component or a service or directive or a pipe using CLI, by default we get a file with an extension spec.ts which indicates testing file with a boilerplate code. If we want to avoid the test file, then we can use an option skip tests whenever we are creating a component or a service or a directive or a pipe. In angular.json file, we have a test object which contains all the required configuration. Let's try to understand each and every property in that object, how it behaves and what is the purpose of it. In Angular JSON file, we have a property called as test object. Inside the test object, we have the first property is called builder. Builder is nothing but it points to the build Angular Karma package, which is already installed in our Angular project and exists in node modules. There is one more property called as main. This is the main test.ts file where the initiation starts. So this property points to a file where the test needs to be instantiated. This is also called as test.ts. By default will point to test.ts file, and there is one more property called as karma config. This points to a file where all the karma tool configurations are made. Polyfills. This points to the global polyfills for browser compatibility. Assets. This point to the assets related content which will be loaded when running the test cases. Styles points to list of styles used inside our project. Mostly we will configure all the required global styles and also third-party styles. Scripts. This points to the list of scripts used inside our project. Mostly we will configure all required global scripts and third-party scripts, example like jQuery. Let's try to understand how to run our Angular application. So we have two ways to run Angular test cases. One is by using Angular CLI, another one is without using Angular CLI. So without using an Angular CLI, we can use the command npm run test. It will run your application and renders the browser test cases. By running the one of the above command, it opens a browser and shows all the test cases which are failed or success in a browser. Karma tool provides a live reload capability to detect the changes on saving the file and show the result by reloading the browser automatically. So let's try to understand these three slides through an example. So let me jump quickly into VS Code. So in this, just we will create one project by using Angular. Let me create a project like ng new some name. Let me consider it as demo1 with routing. So it takes some time to create our project and it asks few of the questions so we can answer for that. So it is asking whether to have a strict check or not. For now I don't want no. I can select no and I am selecting SCSS files. Now by default when the project is created, our application will have the capability to run the tests. It looks like this with all the different configuration files along with SRC, node modules and E2E. Here we have Angular JSON. So if you see Angular JSON, inside the Angular JSON there is an object like test. So it is having different types of options like builder, main, polyfills, tsconfig, karma config, assets, styles and scripts, which we have discussed just before. So let's try to understand this. There is a builder property. A builder property points to the build Angular Karma package which is already installed in our Angular project and exists inside the node modules. There is one more thing called as main. Whenever we want to execute the test file, it will always go and search for the test file in the main, and here we are pointing it to test.ts. So whenever we try to execute the test cases, it points to test.ts and starts the execution. Polyfills. Polyfills, this points to the global polyfills for the browser compatibility. Assets. This points to assets related content which will be loaded when running the test cases. Styles. Here we can configure our global styles or third-party styles. And there is one more called as scripts array. So here we will be having list of scripts which may be a global scripts or maybe third-party scripts, for example jQuery. So such type of configurations can be made inside the test. And there is one more thing called as karma config. So this is the main configuration for karma tool, where all the configurations required for karma are configured inside this file. So if you see this file, we have many things like frameworks what we are using, and plugins what we need, and also Jasmine HTML reporter, so coverage reporter, and also reporters. And like this we have many properties, and it will run in the port like 9876. After that we have something called as browsers. So browsers, we can write a number of browsers. By default, Karma is providing Chrome as a default browser, and when we execute the ng test, it will go and run in the Chrome browser by default. So let's try to hit ng test to run our application. When we run the application, what this does is it will search for the AngularJSON. Inside the AngularJSON, it will go and find the main.ts, and it will go and it will execute the main file, which is pointing to main file like test.ts. And here when it goes to the test.ts, it will find all the context with .spec.ts files in our application. So it will go inside the SRC, it will find that spec file, and it will try to execute all these test cases, and it will render in your browser. Let me hit the ng test. So once you hit the ng test, it shows you how many test cases has been successed and how many test cases has been failed. For now we have 3 test cases, so 3 of them has been successfully run, and it will open in a browser like this. So here you can see, should create the app, should have as a title demo, should render title. So this is how an Angular application can run and configure the test cases. And I said you like it's a live reload. Let me disturb something in this and save the file. So if you see here, it's generating the new browser files, and it will reload your page. If you see here, it has been successfully rendered. In the next video, we'll try to understand how to test the data bindings in Angular. If you like my video, please share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.